Hey everybody. No, just Hey everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're parked at the Nair at my cabin at my house. We are going to we're going to turn that shelf into some cupboards. The bins, they're a good idea. They worked for what I needed, right? It's where I keep all my clothes and some odds and ends. But the problem is you can't see in them, right? So you always got to pull them down, go through it, get out the shirt you want, whatever, and put it back up. I have little bungee cords that keep them up there so they don't fall down while I'm traveling. Guess who forgets to hook those bungee cords up all the time? That'd be me. Usually they're just flopping down the bed. So I've had enough. I think if I had cupboards, it'd be a lot easier for me to put my laundry away, which is a habit I've gotten into just not doing. I've been folding my laundry, and then the stuff I wear the most, I've just been kind of leaving folded on top of my fridge. And well, everything in its place, and a place for everything, right? So that's the project today, is we're going to build some shelves. I've got some boards, they're just the shelving project boards, the stuff I made the shelf out of. They're just in pine. So yeah, we're just going to make a front with 3 drawers or doors to flip up. I've got the hinges. I haven't yet, but I think I'm going to buy some of those little shocks that'll hold them up, so that'll be nice. So I'm not a carpenter, but let's jump into this and see what works out. So first things first, let's just get a couple of these things down. So I think what we're going to do, like, this board is 11 inches wide. So I'll make the front approximately 11 inches, just make squares. So I got to cut 4 of them. So I'm going to take these braces out, and then I'm going to use the ends. That's going to be my new braces. So 11 by 11, and then this back wall kind of slopes, so we're going to, we're just gonna have to trace it and make it work. I think the board is actually a little longer than 11 inches, so it might be higher than 11 inches, because I'll just whatever the width of the board is, that'll be the height. So I got to cut 4 of those. All right, so now we got our first board cut. That's going to be my end here. This way. Now this trick has been done a million times, right? Washer and the pencil, just to trace along the edge and get that curve. Hopefully it all right, now we gotta see that there, the line trace, that should be the slope of the wall. So now I'll just go trim that off and come back, and hopefully that'll fit. Then we're going to use the Craig jig to make some some holes, and then we'll screw up from the bottom, and then that should be the end of my shelving unit. Let's go get this trimmed up. Now this board fits, it's pretty close. Definite. Oh, let's see if we can get a better angle here. There we go. Now you can see. Not so bad. Board fits pretty close. Looks like it's a little warped. That's unfortunate, but yeah, should work out just fine. Now we gotta go put some crag holes in it for the jig. So we got our end pieces cut, or our, I don't know what you want to call them. They're going to be the braces anyway. That's going to hold up the front of the cabinet as well as give some support to the shelf. So we got to take these brackets out. One down, but 3 more to go. This is actually going together. Well, the first I only put up one wall yet, one end, I guess. But it's going together pretty smooth. All right. Now I have to cut the front, which I have another piece of wood for. So let's go do that. Just a quick little look so far what I got. Now I've got to cut 3 fronts and a piece to go across the top. So here we are, we got a slightly bigger board. It's 15 inches wide instead the other one was like 11 and something, 11 and a little bit. So these are gonna be the fronts. So first you gotta do is trim it to the length of the entire shelf. And then I have to trim off a header, which is where my hinges are gonna screw into, and that's gonna go across the top. Right, so now I just gotta trim off I have it set to like 1.25 inches. That's going to be my header. And I think we're going to have to actually trim it again. I think 15 inches is going to be way too long. It's a little bit of an awkward cut. There's our header piece. That's a little good. Let's go take this in the van and let's get the header put up. Now all we have to do is cut the fronts, and I got some hinges to put on. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I did see at Home Hardware that there's opening shocks, so I think those will be the ones too that it can also kind of hold them shut. So we're gonna get some of those. I have to find it, but I have a netting to go across here because this one's gonna be my underwear and socks, so I'm gonna put a netting across there so everything doesn't just fall out. It's coming along nicely. Let's go get those doors trimmed up. Let's make sure first. What? So I got 10.5 inches. Well, if I make the drawer 11, or the front 11 inches down, that'll just give it a little lip. That'll be something to grab on to open them up. I think that's what we're gonna do. I checked this morning when the bed flipping up, there should be lots. There's like that much clearance. So hopefully there's enough clearance because I don't want to take those drawers down and trim them. But yeah, let's go get the drawer fronts cut. All right, so we're marking out 24 inches because 24 inches on center is going to be that first brace, right? And those braces are where we're going to attach the shocks to keep them open. So. All right, let's go put the first drawer up. I'm pretty excited. This is going to be awesome. It's actually, I don't know why, but I get these projects in my head, and then before I go to do them, I get overwhelmed. It's like, oh my God, all these steps, blah, 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 blah. But just accomplish the first step, then the next. Tackle them one at a time. All right. You know what occurs to me? The board's too long. I didn't trim it. So let's go do that. I'll be right back. All right, so we trimmed all the boards to around 11 inches. Oh my, look at that. Pretty excited about that. So yeah, we're gonna have a little shock here to hold them open, I guess. And on the back top here, eventually I'm going to put an LED strip. So that every time you open up the door, lights everything up. So I've got 2 more fronts to cut. Well, that's only 1 more cut, but yeah, let's go get these other fronts up. All right, so made the final cut. Just got to measure, make sure which one's the middle one, which is the end one, because all I really did was I had the piece the exact length of the shelf, and then I measured in to where those braces are, 24 inches in, 24 inches in cut. So I got to make sure I put the middle board in the middle so everything lines up. Well, there we are. We got the shelves all put together. I think it worked out pretty good. These screws aren't lined up as nice as they should have been, but it opens. Nothing's bumping into each other. Perfect. So like I say, tomorrow I'll go grab those what do you call them, shocks, right, to hold it open. What else do I have to do? I don't know. If those don't hold it together, then I guess I'm going to get a little magnet that'll go under these lips here. Hopefully there's enough room. Should be. All right. It's the next day. Magic of YouTube, just like that. Presto. So I went to McMahon and Yates, and I grabbed these little pistons. I'm not sure if they're going to work. There's not, only got like 9.5 inches, and I think these are for 10 inches, but we're going to install it and see how it works. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to get kind of awkward on camera. I'm not sure. We'll just do the best we can, I guess. Ho, 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 ho. It's a little rammy, but it works. Oh my goodness. It was actually pretty easy to install. I mean, a little awkward. I'm kind of an awkward guy, but whatever. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get the other ones done. Well, I'm super pleased with how these cabinets turned out. This is going to be a way better way to store my clothes and to keep the van organized. And I actually think it looks a lot better than the bins. I just have to put some finish on the doors. It's just wipe-on poly that I like to use, so that'll be easy enough to do. But one of the things I did off camera is I had an extra end board that I'd cut because I drilled it wrong. And I use that as a spacer here in the first drawer. It just gives me a place to keep my toiletries and a couple little bungee cords, keeps my underwear and my socks from falling out every time I open the door. Awesome, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for sticking around. And till next time, stay safe, have a good time, and we'll catch you later.